Let's do this. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. If it's not morning where you're from, well, then good afternoon. But hey, if you're still in bed, let's wake up, man. Let's do something. It's 5 a.m. over here, and I'm ready to go. I'm excited. Today, I wanted to talk about a little bit of a subject that has been brought to my attention many times. For those of you who don't know, I have two beautiful young daughters, and I love them very much. They are the light of my world, as they say. And some people sometimes ask me, hey man, you think I should have kids? Or when should I have kids? Or when do you think is a good time to have kids? When did you have your kids? And I want to kind of address every single question at once. And I'm going to let you guys in a little bit of advice. If you're thinking about having children, you have never had children before, you and your spouse or whoever, you've been together for a while, and you're thinking, should we have children? Let me put your mind at ease, okay? Number one, stop asking people with kids if you should have kids. Okay, you couldn't find a more biased opinion on that subject matter. You understand? You're asking people who have to deal with children all day, or even partially part of the day, if you should have children. You're not going to get a clear answer. Do you understand that on any given day, your child could turn on you into this like demon creature that just, you don't understand how you summoned it? You know, you opened up a cabinet in your house, and for some reason it was haunted, and now you have this being just living around your house, just crawling around, eating everything, talking to you all the time. And then sometimes you have an angel. You know, it seems like the gates of heaven just opened up for you and just wrapped it up in a nice little package and sent it to you so you can hold it forever. You never know which of those days you're going to be asking that person this question. So the questions will always vary. Not to mention, I feel like it's a decision that can't be, you can't be taken lightly, all right? I think of having children as like having an amputation. If you decide that you should amputate an appendage, right, on an arm or a leg, that's a permanent a surgery, You can't take it back. If I was to ask you from one day to the other, hey, are you ready to get your arm chopped off and you just got to change the way you live for the rest of your life? I mean, sure, you could get some sort of prosthetic, but it's not going to be the same. Maybe it's not going to be articulating. And then the smell. I feel like this metaphor is getting away from me. The thing is, it's a big decision, and I think the more important question is, hey, are you ready for your life to change completely from one day to the other and have a whole new set of responsibilities on top of the ones you already do? And I think that's the point I'm trying to get across here. Having children is not necessarily just, hey, let's go, save up some money and buy a child. You don't do that. Well, I mean, you could. I don't think you can find those ads on Craigslist, though. Decision that you make knowing well that you are only as prepared as you can be. You'll never be as prepared as you should be, because having a child changes everything, and the more that child grows, the more challenges change and morph with them. You just gotta adapt. And if anybody were to ask you, hey, are you ready for all that? I think most people would hesitate. I think most people would say, I'm not sure. Or maybe some people would say, well, maybe in a few years. And that's the thing, guys. If you got to ask yourself, do I think I'm ready? You probably aren't. I understand. Maybe you're talking about financially. Maybe you want to, like I said, scrub off a few dollars in here and there to be able to afford a child. But the thing is, those are 18 years of your life that you have to be paying for this child. So I would suggest, don't worry so much about money. Worry about your support system. Do you have a good support system? Do you have people that are willing to babysit for you, or even just help you out around the house? Maybe give you some diapers, or what have you. Anybody who has kids of their own who are leaving clothes behind, that you can maybe get some hand-me-downs, and there's nothing wrong with that. So those are the things that I would focus on more than anything, because honestly, it really does take a village to raise a child. In a nutshell, having children, all it's going to do is make you have more responsibilities. And to be honest with you, when you're a parent, you don't have all the answers. because you're still you. All right? All the little things that make you, all the imperfections, all the mistakes that you've ever made, and all maybe the things that you don't really like about yourself, those are still there. But now you have this added responsibility of molding this life. All right? These kids are going to be looking for you for answers. Even though you don't feel like an adult, I sure as hell don't. You got to try. You got to be there for them. And you got to be the one that says, all right, this is the right thing to do. This is what I think is the right thing to do. So yet I'm going to endow you with that knowledge and, pray to God that you follow it, or that at least you find your own path, and achieve the same result. So you see what I mean, guys? It's not just about, am I ready? Should I? Could I? Forget about all those questions, all right? This will be a life-changing thing, all right? So just keep that in your head and move forward. And stop asking your friends that are dealing with screaming kids all day if you should have kids. They're the worst people to ask. So that's my advice. You can take it or leave it. Again, hope you guys are having a great morning or the rest of your day or a good night, whatever. Catch you guys in the next one. Video number 2. Let's keep it going, baby.